Ghana, stand up. Black Star DJs worldwide about to make history for Ghana music. For the first time ever, over 200 of their favorite top Ghanaian DJs across the world coming together to create the largest online Ghana music platform. To the Black Star DJs. Black Star DJs. All your top Ghanaian DJs worldwide. Follow the Black Star DJs movement on Facebook and Instagram for updates at Black Star DJs worldwide. Or visit our website now to book top Ghanaian DJs for your next event. Anywhere in the world at www.blackstardjs.com. Let's go, Ghana.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Spotlight Show. We come your way this evening again from all over the world. We've got loads and loads of things to discuss today. As usual, I've got my people all over the world. And if I say all over the world, you know what I mean. It's the UK and the US. That's it. If you are somewhere
United,
you can also come and then let us know that you're also part of the world. But now it's the UK and the US. Yeah, there's nobody. All right, so tonight's show, I've got, as usual, the Prime Minister of Music. That's the PM himself in the building. I've got DJ Quex, and I've got the fat man himself, DJ Kujo. So just a quick hello from all of them, and then we'll just kickstart the whole show for tonight. So starting with you, PM, let's go. Just say some shout outs to your people. Just say hi to anybody you want to, and then we can just kickstart.
Well, big up to all the DJs around the world who spin music and make music grow, and those who introduce new music to people. Big up to all of you. Those of you who don't play new music, God is watching you.
This is controversial. Okay, we've got Quex from all the way from Maryland as well.
Yes. Now, are you going to call it Trump or Biden? But
now we don't even know what to say because one has not considered defeat.
Biden.
Trump, Biden. Anyway, my people, DJ Quace, Kweko representing Black Star DJs. Big shout out to all the Black Star DJs out there.
And I've got back inside London, the fat man himself.
Well, DJ Kujo here, all the way from London, UK. Just thank everyone for the support. And Black Star DJs, we are trying to take Ghanaian music to the world. We are still inviting more DJs to join us. So basically, that is the movement, and we are doing what we can. So we expect every Ghanaian DJ or any DJ who has Ghana at heart, please reach out to us and be part of the family. Nice one there, Kwasante.
That's right. So I go by the name DJ Kwasante. Nana Kwame Asante Bakope. That's any partner so the Kwasante there. So they are fake. So that's it. All right. So tonight on the Spotlight Show, we've got two important issues to discuss, and you know how we do it on Black Star DJs. It's all about projecting Ghana music, the role of the DJ in the music industry, and how business-wise we can help make DJs make money out of what they do, and also help artists also make money out of what they do. So whichever way we see it, it should be a win-win situation. But it's more or less like DJs have been left out even though they do a lot of work. And this program is there to show DJs what they do in support of music and its promotion and everything that's got to do with it. So tonight we're going to be discussing on this topic, should DJs pay for the music that they help in promoting? As in DJs buying music from the online shops, if you want to call it that way, any shop that produces music or has got music that a DJ wants to use to make his or her fans happy, we go to the extent of buying it and still use it in a way of promotion. So we're asking the question here today, should DJs pay for the music they help in promoting? Because it's kind of a lose-lose situation. You're buying the music to promote it, but you're not earning anything out of it. So we're asking the question: should they just pay for the songs or the music that they help in promoting? So tonight, I'm going to start with you, Kujo. I want to hear your thoughts on this issue.
Right. It's a tricky one. From as far as I'm concerned, it's two things here. As DJs, one of our um, the things that we consider most is to try and promote good music and everything. So as a DJ, I do buy music if I have to. Yes, and on most occasions, the songs come in the form of promo. So, for instance, my friend here, PM, if he comes up with a new song, he's going to send it to me, to help promote that music. So it all depends on the circumstances. And but as far as I'm concerned, yes, PM can send me his promo. I will start playing that. But I can also, in an effort to try and help him, yes, buy the song. But I think the biggest thing for me as a DJ is, even if I personally am not going to buy the song, I have to make sure that I recommend the song to as many people as I can and send them the links, from all the sources that the artist has a song, to ensure that the artist can actually cover costs and make a bit of money. So two things here. The music can come from the artist in the form of a promo. But as far as I'm concerned, it stops there. From then on, these days, the songs are available on platforms. So the best practice is, instead of just sending the songs to other people, yeah, it's quite tricky because you might have the song in a mixtape or something. But in terms of trying to help the artist as well, good practice is if someone says, Kujo, have you got PM's new song? And I know definitely that PM has a song on Apple Music or on any platform. I just have to signpost the client to the platform to in order to just make sure that that it becomes a win-win situation. So that is just one way to look at it. But I'll come back to this
Oh,
as the discussion progresses. Yes.
all right, good one there, but I think I've got a follow-up question for you, but I'll come back on that later. Let me get a thought from Kujo from Maryland.
Yes. This is a very interesting discussion. So, big up for bringing it up, Kosanti. It's also very controversial. But let me attempt let me attempt try to answer this, right? So first, let me think about how DJs use music, right? I think I can think about two ways. I'm sure there are other ways, but I think about two main ways. One is, we play the music at different venues. I mean, parties and events. So whether it's a club or wedding or private events, whatever, we use the music that we get from artists as part of the entertainment that we provide. Right. That's one. The second one is we use it for our creative work outside of events, right? Like mixtapes, and any other creative, work that we do. And so the question is, for me, I can rephrase the question to say, are DJs being compensated enough for all the different kinds of work that we sort of invest time and effort in? And yes, in the first scenario of playing at different events, I would say yes. We buy. It's almost like music is one of the inputs, one of the supplies to our work, and so one can argue that yes, like any other business, you have to invest in it. Music is a major investment in your work, and so you have to buy that, and then you are also kind of making money off of that, and so in that case, yes, it makes sense to buy it. And we are getting compensated because when you go to events and weddings and stuff like that, you're actually getting paid for that. So it makes sense. Now, I think the controversy is more on the second scenario, which is our creative work, right? If you make a mixtape, I mean, I don't know about other DJs, but when I make a mixtape, the amount of work that goes into it, the amount of creativity that goes into it, I really take my time in terms of selection, ordering it, thinking about the creativity that goes from one transition to another, all the, and what that does is that, after I have put in all the work and I've put it out there in a way that generates mass appeal, right? The unfortunate situation is that now the way things are, we can't monetize it. So, so if I'm not monetizing that, but at the same time, I am generating massive appeal and awareness and promotion for the song, is that fair to the DJ?
Yeah,
So
Rex, with what you're saying, anyway, I can see you're taking us into our second topic for the day.
no, I'm still answering your question. I'm still
Yeah.
answering your question.
Yeah, but where I want you to dwell in is, when a DJ or a song is out there in the public domain, let's not think about the fact that we can get it for free. Maybe go to any online website and then download it for free. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about where you have to go to, like App Store, Amazon, Spotify, and then buy the music. You're buying the music, but you're not going to be playing it inside your room.
Right. So I mean, whether you're buying a physical store or you're buying it on Amazon, it doesn't matter. You're still buying. You're still buying it. You're still paying for it, right?
Say you're buying the CD.
You're buying the CD or you're buying the digital copy. You're still paying for it. So I'm making a case for why or why not DJs should pay for music, right? And I'm saying that it's a dicey situation, because in one case it makes sense, but in another case it doesn't. And so in the case of using it for events, it does make sense that DJs should pay for it. In the case of using it for a creative work and not getting compensated for it, it doesn't make sense that DJs don't pay. DJs pay for the song, because it's like we put in a lot of work, right? And we're not getting compensated for it. But at the same time, we have to pay for the song, and artists benefit off of our work without us getting compensated. So in that second scenario, it doesn't make sense to me. So it's controversial. I can't say yes or no. It really depends on from which angle, from which lens you're looking at it.
All right. Let me get a touch from PM, since he is an artist. If he will be happy for a DJ to use his music, promote him, and then still pay the DJ, or give it for free.
I mean, I think it's a very difficult one, because I wear both attires. But I think when you look at it from what Quex was saying, it's true. If you're buying music, it's like buying equipment to play at a party. Pioneer is not going to give you the hardware for free. They expect you to invest in it, because you charge people money in order to get to play your music. It's a business. So as a DJ, we use music for our business. So when we look at it from that angle, it seems fair that DJs should pay for the music. But I think my morals will tell me that why should I pay for music? I'm happy to give 1 million DJs my song for free, because I know that will generate income some way, somehow.
That's right.
When you look at radio stations, artists pay radio stations pay artists royalties. All of that money that's collected by all these radio stations are part of what goes to the DJs, into the DJs' pockets, or presenters, or whatever. They're all their overheads. It all comes from all these little things. So it's basically, you are paying the radio station who is commercializing the what you're doing.
That's right.
Is paying an artist for their hard work. We, unfortunately, if you're not working on a radio station, where do you get your money from? You get it from when you get bookings. So when if for instance, from what Quakes was saying, you buy a song, you buy K High's new single from Spotify, from Apple Music. The song won't penalize you on the day you play it for promotional purposes, and on the day you play it for yourself. As long as you're not reselling the music, I don't see why we should pay for it. If you're buying something to resell it, then it makes sense. It's like uploading something on YouTube. They'll ask you so many questions. Is the music yours? If it's not yours, you can put it up, but you never make money. You can never monetize it because it's not your property.
That's right.
So I think the long and short is that it is unfair for DJs to pay for music. I think we help disseminate the music that comes to us. So that's our purpose.
That's right. I do get your point. We've just been joined in by Click Shots, who's also an artist, and unfortunately, I don't know whether he's on the train or he's on the bus. But anyway, wherever he is, we're still going to talk to him.
For new music in the building.
That's right. All right. So welcome aboard, Click Shots.
Charlie.
We're in the middle of a discussion, but just a quick, brief intro about yourself, and then I think I've got something to ask you as well.
Okay, this is Clickshot Pictures. My name is K.I. Bangit, artist, videographer, road. Part of the management of Black Star DJs worldwide. The video guy, doing all the skirmishes and the catches and the videos, alongside my boss, Mr. Kweku. So yeah.
All right, thanks. So we're having a discussion this evening. The first topic we're talking about is, should DJs pay for the songs that they help in promoting? So for me as a DJ, for me to go on Apple Store to buy your new single and then come and put all my skills on it, and then all my followers will be watching and jamming to your music, buying it, and I still have to pay for that song. Do you think it really makes sense to the DJ?
Okay, so for me, I see DJs as retailers. So like when you come to the product, when you come to the sale of products, you have the producers, you have the distributors, you have the retailers, and then you have like the consumers. You understand? So for me, the way I see DJs are retailers. It's you guys that take the music to the people. And so in this case, however you get the music, either free or you buy it, you understand, is how you package and brand yourself to represent the product that you have to your audience that will fetch you the money. Because don't forget, DJs do get endorsement and all of that, and none of that money goes to the artists. But at the end of the day, the artist's music is what propels you to showcase your talent, to earn you the endorsement deals, the booking fees, all the traveling expense, all the traveling things that you're doing. You understand? And so I don't know. This is a dicey situation because, like, if a retailer opens a shop and you go into the shop, you know what I mean? However he got the goods, he got the goods. Either he paid for it or he got them for free or he bargained. Sorry?
Or he stole them.
Yeah, however he got the goose is inside the shop, and that's the end of the discussion. And so I feel like for DJs, it would be nice if you get them for free, but I don't think it's a big issue if you have to buy it, because these days we're not even buying music for that for very high price. You know what I mean? Like $99 and like $2 and $5.
But if you're buying 100 songs.
Yeah, it's a drop of water make a mighty ocean. So
you get me, but at the end of the day,
I don't know about you guys, but you know that there are sorry to cut in, but you know there are all of these DJ pools. I'm sure all of you are part of one or another.
Yeah.
We pay for that anyway. We pay a monthly subscription, and it would say to you, you put in your details, and it will ask you your profession, it will ask you what you do. So they want to make sure you are buying all these or you're downloading these songs for professional promotional use. And we pay for it.
That is the part that we want to have this discussion on, because Bangi just made some statement about endorsements and bookings for DJs. Now, if I may ask, all this endorsement that we're talking about, before a DJ gets an endorsement, depends on the work that he or she has done and how far that work has traveled to get that endorsement. So now, if say DJ or Quex does say a mixtape, and the mixtape get that X amount of views, 100,000 views, whatever it is, and you think that because he's going to be getting endorsement, him getting endorsement has taken you, the artist, very far. if I can say it that way, because for 100 DJs to get like even 10K views on one music each, the artist should calculate how much people he's reached on that. So it's more or less like DJs are doing more. That's what we want to find out. Is it fair enough for DJs to, you know, pay for it when they can actually push the music that far?
I don't think it's fair.
Okay.
I'm an artist as well, and I honestly don't think it's fair. I mean, that's why a lot of artists send DJs their new music when it comes out. They're happy to send thousands of DJs music for free, you know, because they want the DJs to play the songs.
Just to chip in there, I think, you know, as I said earlier, for me, the song, if I get it free, no problem, it comes to the DJ. But our business is to help promote the song as well. Yes. So the idea is that once the song comes to a DJ through a promo, or if the DJ gets it, there's no problem with that. Because the idea is that usually we don't play the music for ourselves. But the trouble is that as a DJ, when you get a song, you can't actually say that this song came to me just for promotional purposes. Yes, it came to you as a song. You're going to use it for promotion. You're going to use it at functions and in mixtapes. But I think that, you know, the main objective that the artist sent you, the DJ, the song, promote the song, and to ensure that they can also benefit in some way. So as far as I'm concerned, once the song comes to me, it is there. I have the song, and if a client wants a copy of the song, I have to try as much as possible to signpost the client or customer to a source where they can buy the song, and then the DJ can also benefit from that. You know, so I think that is a win-win situation for both the DJ and the artist.
Yeah, okay. Let me chip in here as well.
Yeah.
I like. So Bangit said, you know, DJs are like retailers, which I agree, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think that you can make argument both ways. But let me just go purely economics on this part here, right? If you look at how the prices that retailers pay for products,
Yeah,
versus the prices that the average consumer pays for the product, it's not the same, right? Retailers are getting it in most cases on wholesale prices.
Yeah.
The consumers are buying at retail prices. There's a huge gap because it allows the retailer to make some profit off of what they're selling, right? Yeah. And so every time you are buying it in bundle, in bulk buying, in economics, it always makes. I mean, there's always an arrangement where you pay a cheaper price for the product. Yeah. And so for one artist, every DJ probably has every song of all at least the popular artists. We have all their songs. For the up and coming artists, eventually we're going to have all their songs. Yeah. And so, you know, somebody may make the argument that, look, DJs, you have to invest in your music. It's part of your craft. However, I may say yes, but at the worst case scenario, I don't think it's fair that we pay. Even if you're going to pay for it, it doesn't make sense that we pay for it full price, right? And that is why services like the record pools and those things make sense, because it allows the DJs to buy in bulk at reasonable prices, right? Yeah. In bundle prices, right? And be able to make money off of that. And so that's, you know, so from an economic standpoint, I don't think right now a lot of DJs, when you go to iTunes and you pay for the song, you're paying it at the same price as somebody that is going to be dancing to the music is going to be paying for, and they're probably going to pay for one Sarkodie song and one, just the select few that they are interested in, right? They're not going to be paying for all of Sarkodie's, records, you know? And so the fact that us and the customer at this point, we are paying the same exact price, but we are doing more in terms of promoting the music. That's what makes it unfair.
Because the customer will even leave what he or she has bought.
No, but I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I don't agree.
Let me hear the side of the disagreement.
I don't agree, because you see, when you Okay, it's a bit loud. Let me get to a quiet place. Yeah.
All right. So we'll still come back to you on that. I was going to ask this. Yeah, for Bangi to say he doesn't even agree with what we're saying. I don't want to say this is the reason why DJs sought to take money before they play music for artists, what we simply term payola. Because at the end of the day, if I'm on a radio station, what I'm playing, any gig, whatever it is, the key to this whole discussion is the numbers that you can reach. And I believe that's the main reason why artists do songs, and that's what makes them popular as well. If I'm right.
But
So
when you look at it, at the end of the day, if we say we'll stop, we will not pay for music, we will not pay to, how would we enrich our music folders? I think we don't have a very big choice here. So for instance, if we don't get a brand new song that is really big that everybody likes, we don't get it for free. And it's not in any of the DJ pool websites. We might eventually just pay for it. We might just go on Apple Music to download it. I think this is like a losing battle, because we there's no way that we can say that we will never pay for any music. I think some of us, like Kujo said, whether he gets it for free or he buys it, you play it. So I think at the end of the day, that's just what most of us do. I think I would urge Ghanaians, especially the bloggers who put music out for free, to think about doing like a DJ pool website rather than just giving it out for free, so that those who want to, DJs who want to subscribe to their website, can do that at a fee, at a monthly cost.
Yeah, I do get that point, and it's well noted. But I think that will take us to our second topic for the day. If Banget is ready to come in with his submission on where he thinks he doesn't agree. So Banget, if you can unmute yourself and then tell us why you don't agree to what we're saying.
Okay, so this is why it's a bit loud on my background. So sorry for that. But this is why I don't. This is my point here. This is my point. Okay, so I don't think any DJ packs up their things in the morning, going for an event, is thinking, I'm going to promote first, other than I'm going to work.
Okay.
You understand? I don't think any DJ wakes up to say, okay, promotion is the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
You think of you're going to work because you've been booked, you've been paid to go to render a service. And so the whole thing about me talking about...
Continue, don't you think that the promotion aspect of it, it's natural? It's not something that you're
That's
thinking
what I'm saying. That's
natural.
what I'm saying. Even if you go to the shop and buy a bottle of Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? You are somehow promoting it, walking around drinking it, telling people you're feeling good about it. You're already promoting it. And so if we want to tag the whole thing, promoting, then we are not being fair, because that's when we start to think, okay, the artists are making more than the DJs. And trust me, some of these artists, even though the music is popular, are not really making money.
Bangi, to my point. Let me get to my point, right? I absolutely agree with what you just said. You know, okay. the DJ is primary concern is promoting themselves, and then the artists benefit. Yes, and artists benefit from that, right?
Yeah.
So let's drop the promotional aspect of it.
Exactly.
But back to the point I just made. Even at the retail store, Target is not paying the full price. Right, they're paying. You know, let's say Coke. You're buying Coke, let's say at $2, right, as a retail price. Target probably paid 50 cents for that, right? Target probably paid 50 cents for that. So as long as there's some kind of arrangement, right, where DJs get to buy in bulk and at reasonable wholesale prices, then it's fair. Hold on, Kosante.
Yeah, but there's platform for DJs for you guys to buy content at whatever. Like PM is saying, he's part of a group that, you know what I mean. I know the DJs subscribe to.
That's foreign music. That's mostly foreign music.
Yeah.
And some of this local music, most of them you guys get it for free anyway.
No, not every song.
Okay, so generally speaking, I'm just saying that if we want to tag the whole conversation as in artists going, DJs going to promote music, then it's not fair, Because if you're tagging, you that's not the first thing that comes to your mind. As soon as somebody call you, you don't say, okay, I'm coming to promote artists, so I'm not charging you.
No,
The first thing that comes to-
bag it. Let me stop you right there. Listen.
No. Let me
Listen,
finish
hold
my
up.
point. Let me finish my point.
All right,
Let me
guys.
finish my point.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so as soon as the first thing that comes to your mind is how much am I getting paid for this gig? How big is the occasion? Before you even come to discuss the type of music the client wants. You know what I mean? But
Right.
Example, go to a retail shop. Yeah. If I set up my shop, the branding of the shop to represent me comes first before the product I put in the shop.
Okay.
Because the product I'm going to buy.
This is
Hold
my
on,
point.
Let me finish. The product I'm going to buy to sell is already branded by whoever is producing it. So that's not my job to come and rebrand it. Now I have to look after my brand to sell my brand to appeal to my audience to come and buy the product that I'm selling.
Now hold on. So bang it. Are you actually saying that DJs should actually pay for all the songs?
No, what I'm saying is, it would be nice if we are not paying for it. You understand? Because you're helping to promote it in a way. But even if you're buying it, you're making money off it anyway. Buying it or getting it for free, however the product gets to the store, it's in the store already. You are making money off
I
it
think
anyway.
let Quicks make his point, because he agrees, but he's saying that we
Yeah,
can't
but-
be buying the same cost as.
Yeah,
Go on.
but before Quest come in to make his point, I like the part where we're trying to bridge the gap between the wholesale retail thing, because I think it's kind of look like, but it's not the same. So Quest, come in with your submission on that.
I mean, I don't know why Baggett is not getting this clear. This has nothing to do with.
No.
Hold up. You talk. Let me
taking
talk.
advantage of DJs.
Baggett, you spoke. Let me speak.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So all I'm saying is, let's even put promotion on the side, right?
Okay. Yes.
Let's talk purely on economics basis, right?
Yes.
All I'm saying is, when you go to just, when Target is paying for the music, they are paying for it at much lower costs, at much lower prices, just because they are buying it in bulk. They're buying a lot of the products, and so it's normal arrangement. But also, the reason why Target is able to get those kinds of pricing is because whoever is the supplier knows that Target has a massive reach. Target has a massive reach, and so if they don't give them favorable prices, Targets may go to somebody else and get their product. And so because of the reach that Target has, and because of the fact that not only do they have the reach, but also, they are going to buy it in bulk, right? They say, look, instead of buying it at $2, let me give it to you at 50 cents or something like that. This way, Target can repackage it and make money off of the product, right? And that's all we're saying. And so on purely on economics, on just how much you're buying from the supplier, I think that on that alone, DJ shouldn't be buying at worst case, should not be buying at the same price as the customer. And what I'm saying is that in a lot of the platforms that we have, like iTunes and all of that, DJs are currently buying at the same price as the customer. And that hold up, and that's not fair, right? Now, yes, there are services, there are these record pools and other services that allow some DJs to buy some kind of music at wholesale pricing, at more bundle package pricing, which in that case is fair. If all music purchases from DJs was more like that, I'm sure this topic will not be, we will not be talking about this right now.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm talking about. Now on the promotion side, even on that, I'm thinking about it. I'm going to say I kind of disagree with that also with you on that a little bit, because when you go and give your product to Jay-Z, let's say you have a book or your song, and you want the Jay-Z to endorse it and sell it, you're not going to tell Jay-Z that he should pay for the song, right? Now that's an extreme scenario, but that just to show the point. The point is that there are some people who have such a massive reach that their leverage makes you, the supplier, whoever is making the music, makes you rethink about, if I want to take advantage of this person's reach, I can't be going to him telling the person that I'm going to sell the music to them. And so all we're saying is that we don't have Jay-Z's, not all of us has Jay-Z's reach, but some of us have maybe half or a quarter of that, which is still very significant.
That's
And
right.
so if we are going to give you that kind of a reach, right? And what your concern is giving us the music at full price or selling the music to us, then you yourself, sometimes I wonder if your business acumen is right, because the amount of business you're going to generate from that reach, instead of you to be thinking about that, you're thinking about that $1 you're going to get from me, and risking the fact that I might not carry the damn thing at all. Then you're joking. So all I'm saying is that as an artist, you should also maybe think about how you benefit from that massive reach, instead of making a case for why DJs should be buying music. Because that, even if all DJs in the world paid for the music, trust me, that is nothing compared to the mass market that you should be more concerned about. That's my point.
Yeah, point well noted. Banged is going to come in, but let me make this clear here. Quex, you just said something about by using Jay-Z's reach as a yardstick to your submission now. Now, it's the same thing that we're trying to discuss here, which I think...
Please, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I disagree.
So?
I disagree with that.
You disagree with that? All right. So tell us why you disagree with the fact that we should have it in a bundle form, but not as in buying it.
No. I want to comment on the Jay-Z thing first.
Okay.
Now, Jay-Z doesn't need to. He makes music. He doesn't need music to show his skills because he makes the music. Now, you as the DJ, you need the music to show your skills.
Wait, Bangi.
No, but you missed the point, Bangi. You missed the point. You missed the point.
No, I'm not missing the point. Let me
finish.
finish.
The point.
You're missing the point. He was trying to say that you as an artist, you want to...
No. Hold on, let me finish. If I finish, you get what I'm saying.
I say you're missing the point.
I'm not missing the point. I'm coming somewhere. Let me get there.
All right, go ahead.
Let me get there. Now, if you're saying that, now the bigger the DJ is, the bigger his audience. Now, don't forget, some of these big artists also bring leverages to the DJs, and that's why you would play the hit song from the big artists before you come to the small artists, because you know that this is what the people want to listen. So we all bring something to the table, to each other's table.
Yeah, but,
so
all right. Because let me make an analogy, another analogy here. Okay, if you say that, I'll say this. If that was the case, okay, assuming I'm going to give you two scenarios. One scenario is I'm a DJ. I go buy the music that I need just for the events that I don't do anything else outside of that. Every time I do an event, all I need is the music that I buy. I buy the music and I play to just those audiences. I get my money and I go home. Another scenario is can you mute the background? It's a little bit much. Bangi, can you?
Sorry.
Yeah. So the second scenario is I'm a DJ. I get the music for free, and that is an incentive for me to also think about the artist and do more creative work, right? So I'm doing all this other stuff outside of playing at events. So I'm putting work out there. I'm doing social media promos out there on the music. I'm showing different mixes on how different ways you can hear the song. And let's say I do a post on social media and it gets like 500,000 views or whatever it is, right? Now, that amount of work has just reached 500,000 people because of the views. These are 500,000 people who probably didn't know about the song and now know about the song. So what I'm telling you is that if you're going to make a case that DJ should buy the music because the music is already popular, guess what? The potential of you haven't unleashed the full potential of the DJ in terms of you maximizing how to monetize your song. Because the DJ can, in addition to playing it for 200 people at a wedding, the DJ can actually make a post that can reach 500,000 people. But just because you say, we should pay for it or whatever it is, that might be a disincentive for DJs to want to do that kind of work for you as an artist.
No,
right?
but it doesn't. Though.
Right,
it doesn't. Hold on.
Let me ask you this.
It doesn't at all.
I'm smiling behind the scenes.
I'm gonna forget what I want to say, Kwasanti. Let me talk, please.
Wait, I'll let you talk. Yeah.
No, quick one. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So imagine a kid coming up who wants to play football. Regardless of how he got the football, either his father buys it or he gets it for a friend for free, he still needs to practice, to polish, to get perfect. to be a good footballer, to be a great footballer. Same with a DJ. Regardless of how you make the music, how you get the music, either for free or you bought it, you still have to work on yourself. That's how you're going to make your money. That's how you're going to impress people.
What you're saying sounds like the DJ doesn't need the artist. The artist doesn't need a DJ, but the DJ needs the artist.
No.
Exactly what he's trying to say.
I'm saying what I'm saying is regardless of, okay, so if Ronaldo is starting out, nobody needs Ronaldo because we don't know him. But when he gets to the level that everybody knows who he is and what he can offer, everybody wants him.
Okay,
that's exactly
hold
what
on
I'm
there.
saying.
Hold on there, Bangit.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
No. But Bangit, what we are also saying is that
Hold on, Bangit.
to make a mixtape, right? When you make a mixtape, right? If your incentive for making a mixtape is not there, that means that this is a lot of creative work that you're going to put, a lot of work that you and the artist are going to.
No, but that don't
hold
stop
up. Hold up.
How does getting the music stop your creativity?
Hold up. All I'm saying is this: if making the mixtapes, right? I'm sorry, if getting the music becomes a disincentive for putting your full creative potential out there, right? Then not only are you limiting your own potential, but you're also limiting the artist's potential, right? So the point is that the DJ is doing a lot more work in getting the reach for the artist. And so in consideration of that, the artist should really think about, look, how can yes, I know it is my creative work, but somebody else can also add more creativity to what I've already done and even reach more masses, and we all benefit from that, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that
I agree.
Okay.
That I agree 100%. But I'm just saying that we shouldn't take the whole creativity.
Bang it, hold it.
I'm on fire.
Yeah,
I'm on fire.
Bang it, hold
Let me
it.
release.
Yeah, Bang it, hold it. I don't want want of a better way. I'll say you're 21st century. He must been in the music industry for quite a very long time.
I have a little bit of PM in me.
Wait. For you to understand where we're coming from, I want Pierre to share a little bit of how he made it from back in the days to where he is now. And then let's see how DJs have played a major role in bringing him up as a DJ. If you're trying to base your argument on the fact that there are artists who have already made it. So it's more or less like DJs need the artist, but artists don't need a DJ.
No.
Wait,
Chairman, don't mix my words. This is what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. So,
I don't want to understand it that way because you're misquoting me.
Wait. Yeah, please just give us a little background of how you guys made it from back in the days up to now, and how artists of today you think they are actually doing when it comes to sending music to DJs or even getting recognized.
I think it's a tough one, but back in the day was very different from now. Back in the day, you could not do without the DJ at all.
Okay.
There was no social media, there was no YouTube and all of that. Back in the day, we were signed, so it was slightly easier for us, like for me personally, because what we would do is we get the music recorded. We had a road person who takes it to all these radio DJs, but he pays the money for it. Payola, right. It was huge. People used to get cars. People used to be given cars because
people get credit.
Exactly. But you see, a lot of these people who get cars are the people who are the DJs who have worked hard to attain a certain level. So back in the day, the Fifi Pratts, and I can't remember all those DJs from back in the day, but there were loads of them. They used to get so much money because they know that if this guy plays your song on the afternoon drive, you're almost guaranteed to succeed.
Yeah, Odi for Vibe FM back in the days.
That is my point, too. That is my point. You work on yourself to get better, and then people will patronize you per your leverage.
No, okay, I see where you're coming from, but I think the point you're failing to understand is, we need each other. That if I make music,
I have said that too. We need each other.
Yeah, if I make music, and I go and sell it to a DJ to play, the DJ would decide to play the songs he's got for free only. There might be 5. If he has a 2-hour slot, you play just maybe a handful of songs that he's been sent personally for free to play.
Yeah.
If you are going to charge him money to play your song, you never play it. Do you understand? So back to my point. So back in the day, all you needed to do was to find the right DJs. We couldn't pay every single DJ on the radio station.
That's right.
Because some were higher than others. It's not because they were better, but they had more popularity. So my record label would give the money to get the music played, and that was it. If we knew that, I think compared to now, DJs are still vital because radio DJs are needed. Without the radio DJ, your song will not even get to these people who feel like, oh, I also need to start playing this Shatawale new song.
Yeah.
The radio DJs can rewind the song 4 times and talk. The song is so useless, but the DJ will shout so much on radio that it makes you think, oh my God, this is a song that I also need to get. And, anyway, but currently you go on YouTube, upload the song, you share it, you can even pay for a 1 month promotion so that everywhere, whatever you're watching, it comes up as an advert.
Yeah.
And then the song gets disseminated. It could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be anything, Audio Mac and all of that. So that back in the day compared to now, it's just a vast difference. But in all of this, the DJ is still vital.
That's right.
And me, I'm talking from an artist point of view, but I'm also talking from a DJ point of view. And I think I can't be biased on either of them, but it's just the facts of life.
Yeah. So now, based on what PM just said, Banga, this is why I want you to now come in with the understanding that what PM just said about an artist of this day creating music and has got all this platform to share his her music on. Whatever platform you share your music on, all you care about is the promotion aspect of it. So if a DJ on another side of the promotion line can also help you to reach the numbers that this YouTubes and all the other places are going to help you to get to, is it much of a problem to like bundle stuff for the DJ to get it so easily?
Okay, so I'm not knocking DJs out because DJs are very vital. They are very important. In fact, we as artists, we love them. They are our husbands and wives.
You love them with your mouth, but not with your pocket.
So this is what I am saying. Now, it is not a problem, especially for coming from where we come from. There's obviously a problem with our music system, and that's why it's not possible to get DJs what you guys are asking for. You understand? Coming from where we come from. So our system is the problem, not the artist, or the record labels. It's our system in general. That's where the problem is. Compared to the West, where the system is in place, you know where to get your music as a DJ, or you know what to subscribe to get the discount and all the packages that you're looking for. You know where to get them. But coming from where we come from, the artist is even struggling to put the music out, unless they are big and popular and have the numbers. You understand? And so this is the case where we understand that you also need the music to do your business, at the same time promote us. But this is what I am saying. I'm saying that whichever way, buy it or free, or like PM said, borrow, not stealing. Borrow, you borrow it. Whichever way you get it now. You understand? It's not the music that is going to make you the DJ big, but it's your presentation. And that's what I am saying. It's your presentation, how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you relate to your audience, how you engage. You understand? That's what's going to make you what XYZ, whatever you make at the end of the day. And that's all I'm saying. And so I'm saying that when the DJ gets a booking, he doesn't think of, I'm going to promote first. He thinks of, I'm going to work. And even before you leave the house, you don't say, I'm going to promote. You tell your family, I'm going to work. I've got a booking.
That is why I know.
That's the first thing you say.
But anyway, based on what you just said,
and so even before that, you're making your money. You're making your money. If it's small crana, you charge according to your size.
Yeah,
you cut a quote according to your size. That one you can't blame us.
If we want to go deep into that, then we might not finish this discussion, because what you're saying, if you put it as a DJ going to work, let me ask DJ Kujo. DJ Kujo, when you get a booking, before you leave your house, what are the kind of preparations that you do? What are the equipments that you carry? How much did it cost you to get those equipments, and so on and so forth? Give us a gist for Bangi to know with that work side
Oh
of
no
it.
no 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 no! If we go into that today, then today we won't finish because do you know the investments the artist has to make and shoot videos?
Bangi, could you answer the question?
You guys
Planes
should
and
answer the
cars,
could you
question.
answer the
I would
question?
just want to make a point
locations.
here.
No. That comparison they don't bring it because we won't finish today.
Could you go ahead? Because I think Bangi needs some.
It's not easy. As we all know, DJs, we are always investing in equipment. We are doing our own research, doing several other things. Every program is different. Yes, but the idea is once you get a booking, you speak to your client, you do your research, you put your playlist together. But again, yeah, you find opportunities to also try and promote new music. We do that all the time. Yes, we don't actually go there always playing the bangers. That's what people seem to think. No, on several occasions, we also try and promote new music. But I think Bankett mentioned something I wanted to talk about. It's all about the infrastructure that we don't seem to have. Yes. So I think PM mentioned the fact that, look, it will be good if DJs can actually have a pool from, let's say, Ghana Music, where instead of buying the song for £1.50 or £2, you can get it for, let's say, 50p. Yes. And then the idea is that once you get it that way, at least you're also contributing towards the artist. It's quite difficult because music is not something like, let's say, tomatoes or a product that you can just pick up from one shop and go through a distribution chain, to make sure that everybody puts 10p on top to make money. I mean, we've been using quite a few products here as example, but because of the nature of music being basically a service, it's not something I can tell PM that, look, can you sell your latest single to me? And I'm going to put 50p on top of it and sell it on. So it's all because we are doing these discussions all to just keep brainstorming and find a way to make sure that it becomes a win-win situation for all. So I think, the biggest issue that we have here right now is the infrastructure. As we see now, we don't really have a system where DJs can actually get a pool of, let's say, Ghana music, that you can basically pick from and be able to promote it at the same time.
So on that keynote of infrastructure that you just said, it leads me to my second question, because I think Bangett and PM has also brought us to that level, where I want to ask this question: is there a possibility where DJs can get to a point where artists and record labels will see them as an arm of revenue generation, where they can also rely on, say, DJ groups, like an example like what has just come up, which is the Black Star DJs Worldwide group? If it's well established and it's recognized, is there any possibility where you think artists or record labels should start recognizing such groups and then think, oh, okay, these guys are into production of music after we have done it, and then send it to them, because they also add their twists and turns to it to make fans out there love it. That is exactly what gives us the number of the numbers that we need, the royalties that we're getting from all this, platforms and stuff like that. Is there a point where any of you think that DJs should reach where we can be recognized as such?
It's a very difficult one. I can't even.
Okay, please. I beg, let me take this one and go because I'm at the station.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
They're all looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay, so this is what I want to say. For us as an organization, Black Star DJs Worldwide, this can be one of the projects for us. This can be one of the things for us because it's not there. It's not there. Now, we can't look to the government because they don't understand these things. Now, it will take only individuals with the capacity and people of understanding to build things like this, to put systems like this in place. You understand? And this is where we come in as a group of people who is trying to put Ghana music out there. Now, we are looking for avenues and means and ways to provide services to the Ghanaian public, either being the musicians or the general public, the non-musicians. And so finding problems and finding solutions to it can be one of our thing. Now, if we are able to pull together a pool, whatever, where people can come and get Ghana music, we've solved a problem, and that can be one of our things. And so, like I'm saying, the system is not there to make sure that, because even talking about the DJs, back in the days, DJs don't only make music from spinning, because the DJs were the producers of some of the big songs.
Yeah.
And so majority of the big artists from back in the day had DJs/producers in their camp. And so that's how DJs make extra income from the royalties. And that's where Kwasanti, you can get some of the royalties. You don't produce music, you want to chop royalties.
All right, bang it, go away.
Okay, so I'm going. Bye-bye, guys.
All
Thank
right,
you.
all right. We'll catch up with you later. So yeah, so back to the question. What Bangit just explained. Is there any way, and how can we actually even do it for record labels and artists to recognize that, oh, okay, this is a group of DJs. We've got Black Star DJs worldwide. Maybe we've got Black Star DJs America, UK, China, Japan, whatever. They are all helping to promote music. But how can we use their medium and the platform? Is there any way you think artists and record labels should have this thought in mind?
Absolutely. I'll say, like Bangi said, the system is not there.
Yeah, and that's why we want to create the system.
Right. And it's going to be a difficult task because of the different perspectives, right? I think from a DJ standpoint, bringing DJs together and creating a platform like Black Star DJs is a very powerful start of the whole process, right? Now, the idea for a project like this, would be to sort of combine our networks, our reach, in a way that provides that makes it a significant marketing channel for artists to put their music out there, right? Now, there's a difference between a marketing channel and a distribution channel.
Okay.
Right? Marketing channel is reach. This is the music. We can point you to the right distribution platform. So currently, because the distribution systems don't work, right, are not existent, right? We as Black Star DJs can come up as a marketing platform, as a marketing reach. But now, if we want to also become a distribution platform, which means that people can buy music on Black Star DJs, that can be very powerful. That can be very, very strategic. And if we can get it done, that would be a great way, right? But again, we'll have to demonstrate. We have to demonstrate value to the artist. Because right now, the challenge for the artist is that, the industry is just so messed up on so many different levels that the trust that is needed to build that type of partnership is going to be crazy just to be able to establish that trust, right? And so as an organization like this, let's say we try to reach out to artists, we try to reach out to different organizations in the industry to build this kind of partnership, right? The first question is going to be, who the hell are these people? Who they are? Who the hell do they think they are? One. Two is, it's like, can we even trust them? Because I'm sure we're probably not the first people that have tried to build something like this, right? And, you know how dirty the entertainment industry as a whole is. And so, people have attempted it. They probably were not successful, or somebody probably due somebody. And so people are just working in their silos. So if you look at the entertainment industry as a whole, it's very fragmented now, especially in the African industry versus back in the day. But it's, I still keep I'm still very optimistic, and I still think it's about leverage. You have to be able to build leverage that delivers compelling value, that sort of trumps all these other challenges, trust, and all that we have to fight against. But I think that if we can do that, I think that if we can come together as an organization, and this goes out to all the Black Star DJs, right? Because our leverage is in it's in the unity and that combined front. And it's not just doing it behind the scenes. It's not just doing it behind the scenes. Oh, we are Black Star DJs. It's doing it, behind the scenes, and also creating that front to the world, so that everybody realizes that, look, going through Black Star DJs is a massive reach. It's a significant reach. And if Black Star DJs endorses your song, it goes out through all these channels. And so that the power that comes with the unity is really where it's at. And so there's going to be challenge with us even forming this unity. We have to deal with that challenge first. And then we have to now deal with the challenge of building trust and a reliable relationship with the artist community as well. And so, yes, it's doable. And I say that, like PM said, we need each other. I don't think we realize how bad we need each other yet, but especially in Africa. But, I think maybe it starts with somebody demonstrating how much value we are leaving on the table by working in silo. Because if as an artist you realize how much you really are leaving on the table by refusing to work with an organization that can really take your brand to another level, then you are really missing a big opportunity. So I guess it takes either us or somebody else, I take the responsibility to demonstrate how much value is being left on the table first to start with, because every problem starts with identifying what the exact problem is, right?
Okay.
And then taking it to the next level to say, this is what we are capable of doing. We as a DJ organization, we have to build and then demonstrate to the artist community that we are different. We can deliver it because we've done it, and this is what we've had so far. And then go to the artist community, approach it, and we are not going to get everybody at once. But even if we get one artist at a time, we build slowly and slowly and slowly. And before you know it, as we demonstrate the value and as we deliver to the consumers, that will pull other artists in. So that's what I think. I think it's necessary.
So PM, of course, you just said something about how difficult that bridge can be done. Do you agree with him that it's kind of a difficult bridge to cross?
I agree, but I think we touched on 2 points. Either Bangit or him mentioned the whole pool thing, and I'm a big believer in the pool thing, because it's only fair for DJs to pay wholesale prices for music.
That's right.
If we look at a Black Star DJ pool, in order for DJs, our members, to be able to download these songs, for instance, at a lower price, I think it would be fair that just like the way there's a blanket levy on restaurants and bars and hotels in this country, as in they pay PRS. I don't know I think it's NASCAP in America. They pay them a blanket fee every month to be able to play music. So that's how you can go to Gold Coast and play music, because at the end of the month, Gold Coast pays PRS an amount of money in order for DJs to be able to come and play music there. Otherwise, they'll charge them every time a DJ comes to play music.
Yeah.
So I think if we are going to look in at that angle, Black Star DJs would need to pay Gamro what's left of it, because Gamro is useless, I'm afraid to say, but current Gamro is so useless. But if they were working right, we could pay them an amount of money at the end of the month, every month, so that artists can give us, so that we work as a distributor legally.
Yeah.
Because we are paying the amount we need to pay, and we are also making it possible for artists to spread their wings further than Ghana, or further than, because we've got the Black Star DJs in Canada, in America,
worldwide,
in Germany, and everywhere. So if you're looking at it as a pool and as a distributor, I think from an artist's point of view, they would only find that it's fair if we are paying and we are contributing to the royalties that Gambro collects on their behalf. If you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But also the leverage, in the sense that if somebody knows that if you are a member of Black Star DJs, you've got some clout. Artists will find it easier for us to be part of the chain, to enjoy some of the benefits of what they are benefiting from. So we have to build Black Star DJs in such a way that at some point there will be DJs who are not part of us yet, who would even be struggling to be a part of us. They'll even be on a waiting list because much as we don't want to create division, we want to know that this person is really a DJ. This person has some sort of crowd or whatever, and add them on so that they see us as the base, or actually as the ceiling. If you're not a part of the Black Star DJ network, then you're not a true DJ. I think that's the only way we can get to the point where people would even start listening to us.
Right.
But I think that with the distribution and the whole thing, Gamro would be our biggest hurdle. Artists themselves are struggling to get Gamro to give them what they duly deserve. It doesn't happen. I mean, I'm on a different group, on a different alliance group, where we're actually trying to fight that front, so that artists benefit from joining Gamro, from all the money Gamro collects on their behalf that they never receive. In the sense that a top level artist is earning about the same amount a bottom level artist is earning. I mean, how can Kojentry earn an amount close to what somebody who had just come out today is earning? It just doesn't make sense.
Right.
But until Gamro gets to that stage, and until we get to that respectable stage, we will never be able to bring this to the table for both parties to even have that conversation.
Oh, okay, that's good. So Kujo, just a follow up. So when we get to that respectable level that PM is talking about, what do you think is going to be some of the advantages that will come to me and you as a DJ? Currently, we all know how we struggle to even promote ourselves or promote music on Facebook and all these areas like the YouTubes and stuff. How do you think when we get to that level, what's going to be the advantages for DJs so we know, and then we can help in building this Black Star DJs worldwide thing?
I'll just start, Asante. There's there's this tree adage which says what tikro enkwejina. You understand? So I mean, when I first heard about Black Star DJs, the first thought that came to mind was, look, we've been trying for years to try and achieve a lot as individuals, yes? And it hasn't been paying off. I mean, yes, we all have followers here and there, and well, some have more. But even from the little that we've been able to achieve as a very young organization, clearly the evidence suggests that if we are able to put together as Black Star DJs with the same vision, the same objective, and we are all pushing towards that agenda, we will get to that level where, for instance, as we've been discussing now, it's so difficult. Ghanaian musicians want to be booked directly. Yes, there isn't. They want you, every time you want to book a Ghanaian artist, trust me, you cannot go through any agents or anything. They want you to come to them directly. Otherwise, there'll be a problem. All because there's nothing, that they can actually trust. But from the standpoint where we are coming from, at the moment, numbers are growing. If we are able to get to that stage where Black Star DJs becomes, the go-to DJ group, yes, and we are able to, let's say, establish this record pool that we've been discussing, it will be a very, very good thing for all of us. And as Pierre mentioned, it's sad because I think at the moment, because we are all, we've all had experiences of working in several other advanced countries. We know how things work in, let's say, England, in the USA. And when you look at the way it's quite easy for you to get hold of a hip hop track, I subscribe to, a few pools here and there, Tidal and here and there. And you pay this money, you want a song so easily. It's all, the system is set up in such a way you have no problem. You log in, the music is there. Once you've got internet, it goes. The quality, top notch there. Yes, solid. All the songs that come to you, you don't have a problem at all. Even if you download it on the fly, in the middle of a function, you are very sure that what you are getting, is good to go. So I think
acapella versions.
Yeah, but it's sad, but we are at that stage where, as a country, we've all seen. It's now a global village. We know what is capable that we can do with our music, but it's all a case of getting let's say Gumroad. I don't really deal with them or know much about them. But clearly, Gumroad Music, we've got all these organizations, some of them even headed by musicians and artists, you know, and clearly there has to be a way out. You know, we have to. We as Blaster DJs are quite ready. We will be able to. But if, let's say, Gumroad is not actually going to allow us to even have that platform where the music is there, we're going to set it up and make sure that royalties are distributed to the artists who actually earn the money, you know, rather than just having some sort of a universal system where you give every artist 50 cedis a month. Well, it's quite challenging, you know, but I think, you know, we are doing the right thing by sticking together. Quex, you know, our founder, you know, doing all that he can to, you know, make sure that, you know, the website, everything is up there and running. So we just have to, you know, try as much as possible to make sure that we are getting ready for that. But it's big. And PM, seriously, in Ghana, something needs to happen. You know,
something needs to happen. We're still live on the Spotlight Show.
Yeah.
It comes to you each and every time. And, you know, today we're discussing matters concerning DJs, the music industry, artists, record labels, and everything that's got to do with it. At this point, I'd like to go to Quex from Maryland. You in your earlier submission, you made something. You said something about trust issues being one of the difficult aspects of this thing that we're trying to build. How best do you think we can bypass this thing? Because it's like Kujo said, in the advanced countries that we live in, these things are happening. People are doing it. It's visible. You can see it. So what's stopping us?
Well, I think that you know, trust itself. I don't know that you know we can fight that, because
and
you know,
with the trust issue, are you talking about trust between say the recognized DJ groups and the artists, or the record labels, or like what PM said, the bodies in charge of these artists, for example, the Gumroads and stuff?
I think it's all the above, right? But I was more talking about just artists getting to the place or getting to the level where they can trust that organizations like Black Star DJs, seeking partnerships with the different entities and them, you know, have a positive attitude, a more optimistic attitude to those types of projects and partnerships, right? And I understand why they'll be skeptical and that kind of stuff, because entertainment people are always backslashing and, you know, backstabbing and people overpromise and don't deliver and all that stuff. You know, we've seen it all. And so it makes sense. I personally think that the best way to fight trust is to deliver compelling value that makes somebody forget, that makes somebody want to take the risk, take the chance on you, right? And so like Kujo said, it's about us building. It's about us building. So, you know, when we started Black Star DJs, we said that, you know what, these systems don't exist. And so how can we come together as a DJ organization and not only support ourselves, but also use that as a platform to take Ghana music to the next level? Because Black Star DJs is worldwide. We have DJs all over the place. So by virtue of the fact that we, hundreds and hundreds of Ghana DJs, live all over the world, if we come together, then what it does is, and we think creatively and work hard at building the platform that we need. And what it does, it creates leverage for us and the Ghana music industry as a whole, right? Because we are creating multiple channels for global reach for Ghana music. And remember that the more you be able to reach, you know, the global market, not only are people buying songs, but also creating performance opportunities. All of a sudden, you know, we are building communities in countries and in communities outside of Ghana where Ghana music wasn't popular, and all of a sudden now because they're catching on to the music. When they're thinking about their festivals and all these other events, they're thinking about Ghanaian artists. Oh, I like that music that I heard. Let me book Kitty, or let me book Sakode, or let me book this Kwesiata, and all that. And so I think that we think about building in a way that really creates compelling value, and that can trump all the, you know,
Not
possible, all the possible, hesitations that we may get from.
This man is trying to trump. He doesn't want to bite.
What's that? What's that?
I see you want to trump. You don't want to bite.
Can I just add something? And
All right, add something, but I still got something to ask you. So yeah, just go ahead.
Okay. Maybe it's a question I need to ask Quicks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it will be possible to find a way for, or to get to the stage where artists, and this is similar to the distribution, but this time basically getting artists to be able to send every new song to the Black Star DJ website or to the email address, whereas you or management would redistribute those songs to us as a group,
Right.
as a blast, as an
Right.
email blast. So they might not need to send it to each and all of us. But
Right.
like I don't know, I'm sure you DJs get music from artists as well. Every week I get music from people I don't even know. So instead of them having our individual email address, they can have the Blackstar DJ at Gmail address, so that those songs that come there are instantly distributed to us.
Right. Absolutely. That is definitely,
So,
that is. I mean,
before you answer this question, let me add this to you,
Uh-huh.
so that you can add it to. So
Mhm.
with what PM just said, yeah, you also made mention in your submission about creating booking opportunities for artists.
Mhm.
Now, can you also add it to it where artists who don't actually speak for themselves, but they've got record labels that they've signed under, if they see this potential in Black Star DJs,
Mhm.
the way Black Star DJs can make it for them to even bypass the existing groups that they fall under.
Mhm.
That's just a follow-up to what PM was just asking you.
Right. So how can record labels also reach Blackstar DJs?
That's right.
Okay. I think that is. Trust me, we are working tirelessly around the clock to start putting in the infrastructure in place for all this stuff. And so as a DJ organization, I think that the ability for any artist or record label to send us music is should be one of the most fundamental features and opportunities with Blast IDs. And so actually on the website now, it's a feature, right? It's a feature for any artist to go and distribute their music. I mean, and send Blast DJs their music. And then we intend to send it to all the other DJs, right? Currently, the way we redistribute it will be through the emails, right? But we're trying to make it so effective that once an artist posts their music on Blaster DJ website, right, all the DJs will have access to it on the website immediately on their website in their platform. In addition to getting it as a notification in their email, so that everybody has access to that. So
Hold on, before you carry
goes,
on. Sorry. If that's the case, does it mean anybody who is not a Blackstar DJ can still go there and download the song? Because that would be unfair on the artist.
No, not at all. Not at all. This is the membership. So this is how it works. If you become a member of Blackstar DJs right now, you've registered, you've gone through the process, we've vetted you, and we think that you can be part of Blackstar DJs. Now you're a member, an official member, right? We're still looking at the different levels of membership, but for now, you're a member. And as part of being a member of Blackstar DJs, you get access, or exclusive access. Let me put it that way. You get exclusive access to songs, the songs that we get sent by artists, right? We're also working on a different project where we're thinking about building a comprehensive record pool for Ghana music. right? A comprehensive record pool. That means that not just the new songs, but all the way, into the past. So that if you're a DJ and you join Black Star DJs, automatically you have access to any song from any artist that ever came out of Ghana, right? And that's just the basic, right? We are also working on different programming, including playlists, charts, and all that. That makes it easy for people to because the public, the general public don't have access to the record pool. Only DJs have access to the record pool.
Right.
Right. To the general public, what we are going to do, in addition to our live sets and all that, we are going to come up with different kinds of programming that makes it easy for them to discover new Ghana music that meet their taste. So it could be curated playlists. Maybe we'll have something on the website that says, Ghana romantic, the top 10 Ghana romantic songs. And all of a sudden you start discovering music that you never had thought about, think about it more like a Spotify for Ghana music type of thing, right? To discover music. So we're going to build that on top of the record pool, so that not only, because sometimes when you have for DJs, we know how to access, we know what we want for the most part, but for the general public, it's a lot. It's like a cloud of music. It can be confusing. And so we want to deliver it in a way that makes it very easy for the general public to say, you know what, if I need music, if I think about anything music, I know that Black Star DJs maybe has a playlist that will help me for an event that is coming up, for a mood, the mood that I'm in, or whatever it is. There's some type of playlist that is going to allow me to be able to access the songs that I need. And so we're working on all of that. But the whole point is, back to your question, the whole point is, yes, that feature we are building on, we're still in the very beginning, a very early stage of it. Eventually, we hope to have both the playlists, the charts, and the record pool available, as DJs will have exclusive access. The general public would have some access to it, but depending on what you're doing, sometimes it will be paid service and that kind of stuff. But the DJs and the artists will both benefit in a major way, because we are going to make it so easy for people to discover Ghana music, and buy Ghana music.
All right. Yeah. So on that, I think I'll have to book a time with you personally to explain some of the things that Black Star DJs Worldwide seeks to do, and how it's going to benefit the general public, the artists, and also the DJs. But PM, let me ask you this. You as an artist, with all this that we're trying to discuss, and what Quex has putting in place when it comes to the things that Black Star DJs Worldwide are seeking to do. Fine, there might be other groups who also want to eliminate a similar thing. Fine. When this recognition comes, now we've got you guys as artists who have signed yourself onto record labels and stuff. Now you might see Black Star DJs as a platform that is visible to help promote your music. You can get all your royalties, whatever, anyhow it's been structured. This is the place for me. But now that you're tied to other sources like the Gamros, the Ghana music industry and stuff, how do you think if Black Star DJs get to that point, we can bridge the gap to either come come together with this already organized groups, or get artists to forget about them because they're not helping the artists, and then join maybe the new team or the new kid on the block that's going to help them?
I think artists are free to join whoever they want to join. No artist is tied to anything. You're only tied to a record label based on what your contract says. So a record label contract is so different from a Gamro. I mean, you're not in a contract with Gamro. I'm not signed to Gamro.
But they're still making profit out of your music.
Yes, they are. But Gamro is so old school that unless you're in Ghana and you physically sign a form, you cannot be part of Gamro. You can access it on the website. Over here, for PRS, I can just go on there, set up my profile, upload my own song. I get my the code that I need is mine, so that everywhere the song is played, it comes up to say, today you've made £50, or today you've made 2p. It's there. It's transparent. You can see it. Or Gamro doesn't work like that. I'm not in Ghana. I can't. And when I go to Ghana on holiday, I don't have time to go to Gamro office to get a form and sign it and send it back, honestly, is too much.
You not even meet anybody at the office.
That's the problem. And this is why we are trying to push them so hard that they just, all we are asking for is to modernize the structures. That is all we are asking for. We are not asking for them to go and borrow money that doesn't exist. It's a very simple thing. If you can't do it, we know people who can do it. We've got organizations around the world who are willing to go to Ghana to train people to try and modernize the system. It's just that because of perhaps money that they are getting as individuals running the place, they don't want to let go for other people to come and run the place. But that's
Okay,
another
that
story.
has to
That
do
really
with
argues.
transparency, if I'm correct.
Transparency doesn't exist there. And like over here, when you go on PRS, it will tell you today, the whatever date it is today, this is the amount of money that has come in. It tells you the overall amount. Obviously, some of it is Ed Sheeran's money, some of it is my money, whatever. Do you understand? It's there, it's transparent. And it comes by the second, it's updated. You know, Gamro has nothing like that. With a record label, it's different. So, for instance, if I sign up to a record label, they might say we want you to do 4 albums under our label. It's like football. You're signed to Man U. You can't just get up and go after the season has ended. You know, they bought you for a period of time, or somebody comes to buy you out or whatever. So in that sense, it's not a problem at all if we are selling something which is more attractive compared to a different organization. And I'm talking about the Gamros. So for instance, if they sign up to Gamro and they realize that there's a different entity that they can benefit more from, then fine, they can stop signing up to, or they can sign up to both. There are people who are signed up to NASCAP in America and they're signed up to Gamro. Nothing stops anybody from doing that. So in terms of that, is not a problem at all, unless you're trying to get people out of a record label contract to sign up to, I don't know, Black Star DJ record label or whatever. Then that could be a problem.
No, okay. Yeah, so Kujo, let me come back to you on this. With all this said and done, I know you're also part of the management team of Black Star DJs worldwide thing. PM has said a little bit about how the systems are not working, and we quite also elaborate on what Black Star DJs seeks to do. So let me ask you, how do you also think that we can bridge that gap where trust issues is one, where transparency issue is one, and where Black Star DJs wants to get all these people to come under one umbrella?
I think, Kwasante, that is $1 million question, a very difficult challenge. But we as an organization, we are trying as much as we can, as Quack said, to build some of this infrastructure from all the way from the ground up. Quite challenging. We just need more DJs to come on board, more DJs to volunteer, to help the management to be able to put some of these ideas and mission and all that into place. It's not easy. As we all know, we all have quite several challenges, especially under the current climate. So I think the best thing for us to do is to get more hands on deck. Yes, the artists are there. They all have trust issues here and there. But I believe that once they see us trying to pull together and doing a few things, things will start picking up. I think one of the biggest challenges that we have is the issue of getting cut off when it comes to live performances, because that is, as Black Star DJs, one of the key things that we set out to do, to make sure that weekly, we've got DJs who are playing on Facebook or social media promoting Ghana music. And we found that quite a huge challenge, because as a DJ, it's not as if you are getting paid for playing music on Facebook. But the biggest challenge we have is that you might be playing a song. Sometimes we even speak to some of these artists backstage, and they don't actually even realize that the contract that they've signed, basically prevents a DJ from promoting the song, which can be quite annoying sometimes, to most of the DJs who have so far been promoting or trying to promote Ghana music. So there's quite a lot of issues that we are trying to deal with right now. And all we need is the support from, especially us as DJs. We need to be seen to be trying as hard as we can to work as a group. And yes, the management team is just a few of us. We still need a few of our own DJs to come on board to help make sure that we get to where we want to. So that's what I will say at the moment, Kwasante.
Wow. What a lengthy discussion this evening. Now I'm compelled to pull the curtains down on tonight's show and then continue our conversation another time. But I've got one controversial question that I want to ask.
Okay.
As DJs, yeah, will you consider renting out your equipment for another DJ to use? One. Follow up is an issue that I wanted us to discuss, but maybe we'll just use that for another time. MCs and DJs, because we don't have any MCs here. I just want to make this point here. Maybe next time when we come back to this topic, MCs and DJs. MCs charge almost the same amount DJs charge, but they come to the event grounds empty-handed, and they use your equipment to finish up their gig, get their money, put in their pocket, and then off they go.
I made somebody suck an MC because she accidentally told me how much the MC was charging. Every time.
Okay. So now this is my worry.
Yep.
You think we have to rent out our equipment for them to use to work?
I mean, I wouldn't do it in the sense that it's just maybe it's not petty, but I just find it comes across a bit petty. My thing is that do not make the mistake of telling me how much the MC has charged, because as soon as I know, that's the end of it. Like, the reason why I got to know was because I know the lady who booked me, and I gave her a very discounted price. It's a house party, why not?
Yeah.
And then I realized there's a house party, but she wanted it so formal, and I'm thinking, well, it's just a bloody birthday. I don't understand why people have birthday parties like that. Anyway, so then she said, "Oh, this person is charging her for," and I'm saying, "What?" I said, "Do you know what? Call the person and tell the person you've got an MC, because I would do it for less than that price. Add it to the price that I've charged you, and I'll talk for you. I don't really like talking, but if you are come to use my mic to make more money than me, who's carry the stuff and set it up, then that's not gonna happen." So she cancelled him, and I introduced her when she was coming. I played the music, I made them laugh, and I left, and I took all the money.
Okay, I have to chip in here. Okay. But before I chip in, let me make a quick comment about the question you asked about Kujo, about how to build trust with these entities, because I was going to chip in, right? So I think that because of the nature of the situation we are in, entities, some entities are incapable. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. Other entities, are just not trustworthy and all of that. So we coming in as Black Star DJs, I think a few things. We need to present the presentation before we approach people. We have to have something to offer before we approach them, so that when you offer people, you're not just talking words, that you can actually, even if it's a rough version of what the ideal product is going to be, go there and demonstrate that, and go to, try to meet with as many artists as possible and demonstrate what you have and share your vision and try to get a lot of them on board as possible and work with whoever wants to come on board. We also need to, in order to do that, in order to be able to get to the point where you are at least presentable and you can exude opportunity, exude the idea that you can bring the kind of opportunities that the artists are looking for. We'll need investment. We need a lot of resources and all of that. And so investment is going to be key to being able to build this kind of a platform. Right now, I think the most of the management, we are working hard, volunteering as much time as we can in trying to build this. But ultimately, in order to build this we have to build it as a business. In order to build this as a business, we have to take it to the next level where we have investors and we have people working on this full time, to take it to the next level. So So that's what I had to say about being able to build trust in this kind of environment and climate. Right now, let me go to
On the
your very
lighter side of the microphone in front of you, talk to me.
What's that?
On the lighter side of the microphone in front of you, talk to me.
Exactly. Exactly. Now let me get to your controversial topic.
So I think that topic is a huge one. It's something that needs to be explored.
Right.
But I just think that it will not be fair for us to discuss that.
Hold on. Let me just chip in real quick. Right.
On board because they also have to be represented.
I've got to go in 5 minutes just to let you know.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
We're done for the day. So
yeah. Let me say this real quick. I won't be long with this one. I think again, I look at I wear my business hat every time, and I look at things from a completely business standpoint because frankly, a lot of these things is economics. We don't have as much control as we think we do. It's not about principle. It's not about what you think you deserve. It's about what the market is. It's about what the market is paying for the service that you have right now. So it all economics, and so it all boils down to demand and supply. If the service that you are providing is being supplied and provided by a lot of other people, you're saturated, your industry is saturated, and you're not going to get the pay that what you think you deserve. On the other hand, if it's unique and there are not as many people in the space, then they are going to get paid. So the dynamic between MC and DJs I personally think is exactly that. The DJ market is oversaturated. So many junkies coming to mess up the DJ business.
Because it's not regulated, so that's what it is.
And it's not regulated too.
No qualifications, nothing. So
right. And so this is really, I don't think it's a problem with the MCs. The problem is the DJs who are coming in, and it's like there's no filter. It's like anybody can become a DJ now. And so there's so many options for consumers that they have power over us. They can dictate the price to us, right? Okay. Versus to find a really good MC, it's very hard. And so the MCs are getting paid a lot these days exactly because of that. And it doesn't even matter. Really what's that?
I said some of them are really good. Some of them hold a whole event down and just are so entertaining that it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I
so
think
that's my point.
We'll pull the brakes on this because this is another big topic for us to discuss maybe in another day. So for now, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the Spotlight Show. I just want to take a minute out of your time to just give me your last words, and then we'll bring the whole program to an end. So start with you, PM, as you want to leave us now. Just give us your last words.
I think I'll just implore every credible DJ out there to join, and I say credible not lightly, but I think we like you said, there's lots of DJs out there who are not there yet, but I think we are still inviting all credible DJs to join this brilliant network. I would also like to leave with a suggestion that perhaps at some point, if we can send a proposal to record labels, music artists, managers, and all of that about who we are, the kind of people we have amongst us, so we can put some of the big names that that would turn heads. Because I mean, if you mention my name, some people might, who's that? They might not know. So there's some big names who never contribute to the chat or whatever, but they are
that one I disagree, because the Prime Minister of Music, her name is everywhere.
But I think if you mention, you can just say, look, we're a network of 350 people all around the world. We have the potential to do this and that. Some of the likes of DJ this and DJ that are in here. So, this is our email address. Please feel free to send us music or your catalog or whatever. I think it's just a suggestion to management, and
Oh, well noted. And I think DJ Kujo is on top of that.
Yeah, I just want to say that PM, we are working on that. We are at the moment trying to put a list together. But the problem is that, as you know, within our community, artists sell songs onto middlemen who then sell it onto someone else, and then the song ends up in a company in South Africa. And so it's quite a very complex network that we are trying to. So yes, we've got actually drafted something that we want to send out. But the trouble is that we just want to make sure that we are not just sending out to So at the moment, yes, we are working on that.
Okay, that's good.
Once we get a definitive list of the key stakeholders, that will get done. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So could you just add your last words to it, and then I'll go to questions, and then we're done for the day.
Oh no, just to say that yes, Black Star DJ so far it's been so good. It's quite challenging still, and we are just employing all DJs who have Ghana music at heart. Yes, please come join us, and let's try and continue pushing to move Ghana music forward. And to all artists, yes, we are not here just to be spending time talking about issues. We just want solutions. So at the end of the day, if you're an artist and Black Star DJs approaches you, please do not think that we are doing this for personal reasons. No, because we've clearly seen a problem or a huge problems within our community, and we are just trying as much as we can to try and help resolve some of these issues.
All right, thank you very much. So, Quex, let's hear from you. Your last words.
Yes, I would say, the opportunity for Ghana music, especially outside of Ghana, is huge. It's huge. It's waiting to be tapped. And Black Star DJs, we are organizing to make that happen. And so we are inviting not just artists and record labels to partner with us. And, hopefully you hear from us soon. But also, we're looking for investors. We are looking for sponsors. We are looking for expertise. And all of that to be able to build the platform. It's a necessary platform for Ghana music. It can really propel Ghana music all the way to the top. And so I want to provide an open invitation to any parties, investors, sponsors who can really support this kind of platform to be able to take the Ghana music industry to the next level. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the Spotlight Show. This is what pull the curtains down on tonight's edition of the Spotlight Show. Until we come your way back again, it's bye-bye from me, myself, and I, DJ Kwasanti. Love you all. See you later. All right.
Thank you very much.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, thank you very much.